What's up everyone, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Boxing Day, all the rest of it. We've got a double whammy starting off for War 2 against New Nation. Only 3 fights for me this time. Again, my wife recently had a baby, so I'm just getting on with that and not overly available, so I thought I'd combine the two. We've got Jabari, Nimrod and War Machine for some pre-fights later on. These haven't been our finest moments. The tactic sucks, but I'm not going to keep droning on about it because I think everyone else doing YouTube content and whatever far more successfully than I am are also going on about it. So it is what it is, and on we go. We're going with Path 9, Section 1, and then that WeaponX mini-boss. We start off with just Joe Fixit. This fight went really well. Go with Jabari. I did it in the first war. It went beautifully. This time a little bit different. Still went really well, as we'll see. But yeah, slightly different approach to the fight. Whereas he was a bit stingier first time round, and so I ended up pushing him to special 2. This time he was a bit more trigger happy. So I just made sure my intercepts were on point. I like going with backdraft. I appreciate they're a bit risky, but it works for me, and I think the benefit outweighs the risk. Get lots of bleeds on. He has his indestructible every time I get to a bar of power, which is fine, just slows things down a touch. I've got to the hunt nice and quickly, so in between his indestructible he's going to be ticking down really nicely. Again, we're going to get tons of bleeds on here. All I need to concentrate on is making sure I keep my taunt up with intercepts, and we can keep going. We're up to 20 bleeds now. Push a few more, and yeah, he's almost dead. So I don't have a taunt up here, so I don't let him throw, and I just see it out to the end. Yeah, nice and smooth. Really pleased with how that went. Moving on to Section 2. I realised that I said that at the beginning of the war because I'm only taking this in Section 1. Section 2 is Spider Gwen, also on Path 9. There's the danger that she can evade me and just cause me some annoyance. Her specials are easy to dex, so I'm not going to concentrate too much on my intercepts. What I did go for was Power Start 1, so that I can immediately get Ensnare debuff on, so that she's not going to evade me, and then I can let the bleeds do the work and not worry too much about her specials, as we will see. So straight up nice and easy. I've got 1 bar. I don't bother with doing anything other than throw the special to get the ensnare on straight away. I do get lucky with an intercept there, which is nice, just in case I did mess the decks up. It's not essential though, and we can just get to work. I'm at the hunt straight away pretty much. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it's fine. I barely took much damage. Now we're just going to pile on the bleeds, and yeah, we're just going to get this fight done nice and quick. We're up to 12, 13, 14 bleeds here. Throw a heavy off the relic, get to 21, and she doesn't even get a chance to finish her special. Again, really nice. Jabari she's really proven her worth here, and I've got no regrets on the Ascension. She's really melting stuff. WeaponX here with Nimrod. I actually made a fuck up here in that when I called the fight and made the plan for it, for some reason I was thinking of node 44, which I did a few times last season, where it's poison and I think incinerate, in which case I play around the phase and his stun immune. This time I just completely overlooked the fact until midway through the fight that it's double hazard, which I'm immune to neither, so there's no point playing around one of them. He also gets prowess, which is going to play into my hands. Still played around part of the phase here, although I missed a parry here completely, and he gets some hits on me. I've got 4 suicides here. Get to special 2 after using the special 1 boost. Power start 1 rather, sorry. He's nearly dead. I'm just going to keep out of the way of his unstoppable, and we can finish him off. Do take a fair bit of hazard damage here, but and obviously I made that slip up, but the fight wasn't really in doubt for me. So still pleased with how that went, although it was a bit of a silly mistake in getting the node wrong to start with. That's my war. I do place a couple of pre-fights on that onslaught from War Machine, and we got pretty trounced here for this war, but it is what it is, and we move on into our Christmas fight against PBT. BG2 were really late in getting our plan out, the Christmas delays and all sorts of stuff, and it just has been a really poor start, and we're in a really crap position before our group even begins. We're going with Jabari, Cassie and Guardian. I nearly paid a heavy price for being stupid here. Thought I had Cassie on and slipped up, so just making sure that she's included in the team and we can get cracking. Again, we're going to see Jabari do some really good serious melting here, so I'm really pleased with how I did this war. Quick look at the scores to start with. Obviously BG2 haven't started yet, and we're already 10 down and really not doing very well. Still one up on how we started previously. I'm doing Path 8, then 9, then Spider Ham on 42 and Wong on 43. So we start off with Nova. Did this fight with Cassie a few times last season and the one before on hazard nodes, and it was always worked out really nicely. So just as simple this time, no hazards to worry about. He's going to get a cruelty charge whenever I knock him down, but it's really no issue. He does catch me once, as you'll see, but with taunt and the stings on, it's really not a problem. Cassie's just going to do her thing. She's, as always, a complete tank, with or without last season's overpowered tactic. So we just, yeah, really nice. Unfortunately, I do lose my stings to start with, but it's no issue. Get a few more on, get the taunt. I failed to get the taunt on there, and again, more stings fall off, but it's fine. Slightly stuttered start, but now we're in our flow. Really comfortable with the spacing here. Although one does catch me, always does, but again, it's no benefit. You see how much health that took off of me, even with his cruelty and furies up. And he's melting really, really quick. Doesn't want to throw the special here, even with the taunt up, it's fine. Probably should have just dexed the last one here, but it's fine. He stand your ground, didn't catch me, and he's finished. Really safe, really smooth, nice and easy fight. We move on to Longshot for the next fight. And again, this is going to be a nice easy fight with Cassie. I did go with an invulnerability boost. I probably didn't need it. I just didn't want to risk getting caught out with anything. Must remember that he can't miss me with his special one, so I'm not going to use my heavy miss. I just need to make sure to dex. Get some stings on straight away, which is nice. He's quite cooperative in being aggressive towards me, which is good. Get my taunt up, and now we can start playing. Again, I'm just really pleased with how this fight. I'm pleased with how all my fights went today, but I feel I did pretty well today personally. It's always nice to put on a good performance. And he's done. Pretty flawless, if I do say so myself. Moving on to section 2 on path 9. I was a little bit worried here. Dani and Silk have been particularly problematic throughout the community, I think, with this tactic. I wanted to go with Guardian. He doesn't really care about the hazard damage here because it's Incinerate and Shock, and he's got his massive energy resistance. I think that Sig 200 6-star Guardian has this edge over a big 7-star because you're not going to see many max 6s yet. He also gets his taunt from Special 1 and can block unblockable mutant specials. So really perfect attacker to use for this because Dani's Special 2 on Power Focus 2 is going to hit really hard into block. Although Guardian's doing really well with the hazard, I'm assuming they're running the opponent's running max despair, so I am taking a bit of damage, but really nothing to worry about. Annoyingly, I don't know why I threw a heavy there, that just lost me one of my armor charges, but it's okay. Annoyingly, the special 1 taunt doesn't last as long as the intercept taunt, so I do need to try and get an intercept off occasionally, which is easy enough to do. And yeah, we're doing pretty well here. I probably should have thrown another special 1 here, but I went straight to special 2, which doesn't quite finish her off, although it gets her close enough. I didn't have a taunt here, so I was a little bit scared. I just kept her from throwing it and finish her off with a special 1. And pleased to get out of that one alive. Took a fair bit of damage considering the fight went really smoothly, but pleased with that. Next fight against an ascended rank 5 6-star Silk. I was a bit nervous for her again because she's been getting kills all over the map against multiple different alliances, so I was a bit nervous here. With Jabari, I went with my Power Start 1 boost again to get an early intercept off. Not an early intercept off, sorry. Start my ramp up nice and early and get the ensnared debuff on once again so she can't evade me. I mustn't parry her, especially with loads of bleeds, because it will tick me down. Get my backdraft intercepts in to make sure that I can take all her specials on the block, and it's going really well. We're getting our hunt charges up. This one's going to get me into the hunt, and then we're going to bleed her down. Yeah, people have been saying Silk is scary, but this is she's more of a pussycat here. She's really melting down. Should have pushed myself to a special 2 there and really destroyed her. I also forgot to put max deep wounds on here, and she's still absolutely destroyed. So yeah, that was nice and quick. Much easier than I expected. Really, really smooth, safe fight. Moving on to Spider Pig. On I can't even remember the names of the nodes, but essentially you can't. Oh, it's got one eye open, and I need to also knock him down to get protection off. So I'm going to start off with a parry combo, as due to protection I won't take too much damage, and then we'll get him down with the special. Yeah, really easy fight again. I wasn't worried about this. It took longer than the previous Spider Pig fight I took in whatever war it was, but his specials are easy to deal with. I realised that my special 1 boost my Power Start 1 had actually run out here. I wasn't going to use another one here. I didn't need to. I was confident enough. I also wasn't going to use another invulnerability because, again, I didn't need to. So I just used the combat regen to top me up through any one eye open damage I did take. Yeah. Specials are easy to dex, although that one ate me. I keep jinxing myself here, even though I'm obviously recording this retrospectively. And he's melting down nice and fast. And game over for Piggy. We've got one last fight. We're going to go to Wong on node 43. Just to finish off what has been a really nice war personally, although less so for the Alliance. Wong has his prowess node, which I don't care about because I don't intend for any of his specials to touch me whatsoever. So all I need to keep in mind is the Incinerate from hazard damage, Cassie's shock immune. I'm going to play around the Incinerate initially. I'm going to go with the Power Start 1 again, so that as soon as Taunt is up with the stings, the Incinerate damage isn't going to do me any harm either. Yeah, this is a really easy Cassie fight. As I said, start off just playing a hit into his block. I don't care about him building up prowess. It's not an issue for me at all. Although I did accidentally finish my combo there into a medium, which he punished me pretty heavily for. It's fine. We're into shock phase now, so I can start my rotation, and Cassie can now just do Cassie things for the rest of the fight. Build up loads of stings, We're back into Incinerate now, where I'll take some hazard damage and I'll heal up from it. I'm not actually running max willpower here. Probably should have done, so I'd heal a lot more, but again, it's fine. Pause my stings there with a poison. And yeah, the fight's just going really nice. And here we go to finishing him off. His next special will kill him, and we're done. That's my war. 3 fights against NEWN and 6 against PBT. Yeah, as I said, really pleased with my own personal performance here. Less so for the Alliance, but it is what it is. That's 3 wars done. Time for a day's break, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye!